What's up, guys? It's your girl Matt Cox from MA Couture Crafting. I am working the innards of this quilt, Gemstones by Fabric Cafe. This is not a full tutorial of the quilt. You will get that at a later time. This is just me working the innards of the quilt. So I hope you enjoy hanging out with me for a couple hours. We'll probably go for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half today. Nothing too crazy. When you hit the door, make sure you give me a thumbs up, pay your taxes, drop a comment, whatever you want to do. Say hello. I was on live last night, hanging out with everybody, and we had a good time. So I thought I would do it again today for those who miss it. I don't see any comments, and that might just be because you guys are at work and you guys are busy and you can't. But I want to be sure that there we go. It sounds like there's two mics going. There we go. That should have fixed it. Tell me if I fixed it. Me and my audio, I tell you, it's killing me. What's up, Teresa? All better. Thank you, Paula. I tell you, me and this tech. I bet y'all don't have these problems over on Becca's channel. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. What am I thinking? We'll do these. Just for the health of it. That's cute. Cute handle. Well, thank you for watching me live, for coming to hang out with me. I'm getting ready to work these half square triangles really quickly. And I can show you what the finished block is going to look like. There it is. Working, you'd rather be quilting? I get it. Well, I'm quilting, and then I will be working. Lots to do. You guys are buying up the shirts and all the things. So I've got plenty of work to do, which makes me happy. If you guys didn't know, I have shirts for sale. They are the famous Quiltress in Training and Quiltress shirts and Wannabe Quiltress shirts. And y'all are buying them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need it. It's a great way to support the channel. I'm excited about that. I mean, this is my first shipping endeavor, and it freaks me out. But at the same time, girls got to eat, right? Dottie, thank you so much for following me along at Quiltcon. I tried it, and I had such a good time. Such a good time. People are still on their Quiltcon highs, which is great. If you're over on Instagram, everybody is posting about it in some way or another, posting their favorites, and yeah, they're posting their favorites and their thoughts on how it was run. And it's interesting. There's several big awards. There's the hand quilting, there's Best in Show, hand quilting, Best Original Design, and Quilting Jet Girl, who is one of the most, she's amazing. She's just got it. You know, somebody's just got it, just has it. And she posted something today about how her quilting her machine herself won best in quilting. And that's big because she quilts on a domestic, and a lot of people can run their stuff on a long arm, and she was like, the ability to be able to compete with a long arm and to actually win, it speaks volumes about where we are. And she's not wrong, but she's also, she's a 10 on a domestic. Even though she's walking it, she's a walker. And what I mean by that, she's a walker. She uses a walking foot, so she's going to do some, straight line kind of stuff, like Jackie Gearing style. And that might have been because Jackie Gearing was the keynote. Maybe they leaned more towards that style. I don't know. Don't give me the lion. I'm just kind of thinking about it too, because the conversation about should you be able to enter a quilt that you did not quilt, that you paid a long armer to long arm, that's the question. And it's a serious question. It's a big question. So it's a big question. What's up, JBD? Oh, those beautiful octagonal pieces behind me, those are cushions. They actually are part of an installation that has not come to pass, which I totally forgot about until you just asked about it right now. And I'm sure that one of the projects that I complete before the channel goes dark should be another piece for that installation, now that I think about it. The tutorials for how to do them are up on my website. They are a pattern by Sassafras Lane. And again, they're pillow cushions. Okay, Paula, if you want me to keep you company while you wait, I can. Yeah, domestic machine quilters are a thing, and people who can do it, do it. There are some people who are excellent at it. Excellent at it. It can be done. I think there should be. I think there should be a few more categories for stuff, but I also understand that space is limited, and walking a quilt show with about 400 quilts, that's a big show. Quiltcon is a big show. And the fact that they get in 2,000, over 2,000 submissions and can only take 400, that's huge. But it would be nice to see more categories, but who's going to fund these categories? That kind of thing, Who's going to sponsor them? Who's going to sponsor these categories? Yeah, Teresa, next year is going to be in Phoenix, Arizona. What's up, Chris? I'm glad you caught it too. Phoenix, Arizona, and everybody's already planning their trips to go. They're ready. Anybody planning on trying to hit up Quiltcon since it's going to be on the West Coast? I wonder if they'll just bounce back and forth. Somebody said they heard that the Quiltcon 2026 is going to be in Raleigh again. And I didn't enjoy Raleigh's. Raleigh was an expensive trip. Trying to get in and out of Raleigh, there weren't a whole bunch of flights coming back to LAX. It was just, I didn't love it. I'd go again, don't get me wrong, but I did not love that. Getting in and out was a pain. The price of the tickets were a pain. But maybe that's what happens when you fly all the way across the country. I'm a California girl. I'm in Los Angeles, California proper. And it is what it is. But I'd also like to see different areas. See you later, Daddy. I've got one more Quiltcon video coming out tomorrow. And that is where you guys will be able to see what pants I wore on day 2. Which I'm excited for you guys to see. Love this set. What's up, Rebecca? You want to see the pants? Oh, you went to tour. Oh, I would like to do that. I'm jealous. I want to tour OESD. I want to do it. OESD is going to be my new thing. I don't have my table, my extended table on my machine. So the seam tape would work if I had, my thing on, but I don't. I just have this little baby. So I go ahead and draw the lines on the bigger pieces. If I'm doing a 2.5 inch, I'm good. Anything more than that, I probably need to draw the line. Or put the extender on here, but I don't, the extension table, but I just don't. I don't know why. I have it. But I like my setup. So I sew standing, and this is right near my belly button. My belly button is right here, so I'm close enough, and it just kind of works for me. But seam tape is amazing. And I know it works. Now I have seam tape on my M7, which is right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's right there. And that has, I think that has seam tape on. No, it doesn't, but it could because it has the extension table on there. They showed everything. Really? What is there to show? I mean, I guess like they have stuff stitched out in the house, because that could be interesting. Where is OESD? You said it's in, is it in Oklahoma? Where is it? And they offer tours of the factory, like, yeah, Chris, they did like the pants. The pants were interesting. Between the pants and the hair and the I'm a lot, I'm a lot, but the pants, and I wondered, I was like, are these pants going to be interesting? Yeah, because you guys are my people, so they would be interesting to you guys. Oklahoma. What's up, Yvette? I huh, I might have to check that out. Oklahoma. Every time I say the name of the state, I have to bust out into the musical. Every time. It never fails. I hoped I wasn't going to do it, but it just happens. It just comes out. I like musicals. Sue me. Favorite musical, My Fair Lady. Or maybe Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Somewhere between the two of those. Oh, I need to go see... I need to go see The Wiz. The Wiz is in California at the Pantages, and I looked up tickets and didn't buy them, and now I got to write that down somewhere. They allow tours, samples. Oh, wow. Filming, education, sample room, warehouse shipping. Oh, yeah, I do need to go. And I really need to go because I want, I've decided that I want embroidery by machine to be a category in like Houston in the big shows to make it a thing. So I saw it in the Oregon, and I talked to the woman in the OESD booth, and she said some of the smaller shows do have that as a category. But people don't even know what you can do with an embroidery machine. And I'd like my generation, to get a hold to it so that we can just go ham. So that we can just take it and go there. Now that I've done that Sarah Vedler border, I've got a better understanding of how people do multiple hoopings to come up with these amazing pieces of art. I mean, amazing pieces of art. I've seen some designs of paintings and whatnot, and it's amazing. I'd like to do some. I've seen people stitch out, huge paintings. Now that I'm starting to get into embroidery, it's a world out there. And I want to get in on it. I want to get in on it. I need to do another 3-yard quilt after I finish this one. And I'm wondering what it should be. I should go back and see what number 2 was in the votes for Go Bold. But I just saw that Fabric Cafe shipped me out the new book. So there's that. That's happening. Because their book drops in like a week or 2. People love custom labels on embroidery machines. I haven't gotten hit to that part yet. I still like, but my labels are wordy. I got 50, I'm writing whole paragraphs and stuff. But just for a quick date and name and whatnot, it can be really pretty on an embroidery machine. But me, I'm writing out whole stuff a lot. A lot. Yeah, I've got to look into touring OESD. Was it, Teresa, was it a good, like a group tour, or was it just you going by yourself? Four of you guys, does it need to be four or just you just have to make an appointment? I'm sure you have to make an appointment. Do I need to gather four of my best buddies? Oh, okay. Thank you, Lola. Thank you so much. Called and asked. I love that. Somebody was just like, let's just see what happens. Let's just see. Let's try it. Pretty cool. Furbo. Isn't that like what's the name of that? Isn't that like an Airbnb? You guys were kind of on a retreat, sort of. Ooh, she's gotten tangled. The daylight bulbs are my daylight lights are my jam. They're my favorite. And I need to put another light on here. Not because in person you can't see it. It's just on the camera you can't. And I purchased that lighting system from Houston that you stick onto your machine, and it's sitting right here, and I just haven't taken the time to install it yet. But it's the one that has the battery pack that sits right here, and then the wires come up right here. I think they come up the back or down here. And I need to install it because it's fine. It's just on camera. You can't, it looks dark right here, but in person, it's quite well lit. It's much more lit than the Juki. I don't know why I took that opportunity to run a Juki low. I'm sorry, Juki, but the HD9's lighting is better. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. No, this one is the, what is this one? It's so bright. Daylight bright is different than odd. It's different than every other light that you can imagine. It's the, are you talking about the daylight one? I don't know which one this is. It's the white one that clamps onto your desk and is over. I forget. You know what? You'll have to check that Houston video. I think I have them time stamped so you can find it. Or it might be in the description bar, because that was a question that everybody asked, was about that light. It's right here, but I don't think it has it. It's out of the packaging. I don't think it has the. Oh, it's solight.com. Solight. I don't know. That's not helpful. SEWLITE.com. And I just need to install it. Whew. I'm drinking regular cranberry juice. That's not true. I had just a little bit of cranberry cocktail left. And so I stretched it with 100% cranberry juice, and my eyes are watering. It is all in the back of my ear and my jaw. Cranberry juice is no joke. But I like it in the morning sometimes. A little cranberry juice or a little orange juice with my breakfast. Thank you, Lola. Yeah, tell them I sent you. That helps me out tremendously. This machine needs some oil. I can hear it. I can hear it needs some oil. Let's oil her up. All right, there she goes. She should feel better now. I don't know why I did her like that. She needed a little bit of love. And we're just going to brush her out a little bit in here. Love this brush. It's like a little magnet for all the yuckies. I know that's gross, guys. Sorry. I'm sure nobody wants to see me clean my machine, but you know, it's got to be done. Look at that. It just pulls it out. I love that. If you want to see this brush and know where I got it, there's a video for it. This is it's probably in my Amazon store, although my website has changed, so you can't just see all my favorites right now, but I've got to fix that. In fact, there are a couple little things that I need to fix on my online store now. All right. Okay. Now she's all better. She's going to sound better too. She's going to be all quiet. It'll probably help if the needle were up, right? There we go. And there we go. Look, it's a lot of lavender happening today. A lot of purple. I had a little cutie in here today. Those little, you know, the little orange snacks. And boy, does it smell fragrant and good and citrusy. And just, I love it. I love it. I love it. Chain stitching for the win. What else is everybody doing over there? You want to do a sew along with me? I love that. You are not the first person to request that. I didn't think people liked or cared about sew alongs. Like, I don't know. We can do a couple this year after I heal. We can do a couple. I've got some stuff happening. I told you guys I have big stuff happening this year. And the first one was getting these t-shirts, getting my own brand together. There will be so much more coming. I just wanted to do this first run to be sure that it's all, that it's all right and that we can handle it. And so far we're okay. We'll be able to swing it. Before I drop more, because there's some big drops coming. You said a snail's pace. I don't go fast on camera. I'm at a snail's pace too when I'm sewing on camera. A sew along. I want to do a fast sew along though, like not fast, but like the Hemingway pouch, which was kind of cute. I was like, how is she gonna do a sew along? The Hemingway pouch takes all of 5 minutes to put together once you've got your stuff quilted. But she did. She just took it nice and slow, one step at a time, one day at a time. And it came out good. I love the Hemingway pouch. I think it's such a great design. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it will be kind of just like that, just nice and simple. I just hope you guys like the pattern that I'll choose for that. It might be, well, it'll definitely, one of them, we can do several. One of them will definitely be a 3-yard quilt for sure. Because duh, right? And then we'll make one of them something different. Dinosaur, dinosaur, dinosaur. I did a dinosaur quilt? Me? I did a dinosaur quilt? No, did I? It's not coming to me. A dinosaur quilt. I thought Tula's was going to be my first dinosaur quilt. Dinosaur pattern. Ah, best quilt ever. That bait. Oh, my goodness. I don't know why more people, I mean, people definitely, they do it. Everything went well. Woohoo. Yay for your sister. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I still feel the same way about that quilt. That quilt was excellent. That's an excellent pattern. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And now she's got like cute ways to like modify it. And so I'm gonna do another one when I don't know. But it's gonna happen. Yep. Every baby needs that quilt. Every single baby, boy, girl. I could just do my entire channel on doing that quilt. I love that pattern. It's by Apples and Beavers. She's an amazing pattern designer. There are a lot of really good pattern designers out there. I was noticing that as I was compiling a list. So, hear me out. I'm going to do a quick video on millennial quilters. I remember that when I started, I couldn't find any. And it wasn't, I couldn't find my people. And they didn't need to be millennials per se. I just needed to like the stuff that I was seeing. And I didn't love the things that I immediately ran to. I loved quilting, but the designs and whatnot weren't really speaking to me. But when I went to Road to California, there was this turn you this way. There was this young woman who saw me when I hit the door. And you will see me. If you're at a show, you'll be like, oh, there she is. Like if you see me, you'll see me, right? And I think I know that she had been looking for her people. And she very loud said, hey, you're young. Said, huh? And I'm not that young, but I probably was the youngest person in the vicinity at that moment. And then she proceeded to say that everybody else was not young, very, very loudly, blah, blah, blah. But she's like, I'm new to this and I just haven't ever seen anybody and all, and I get it. So Jane, is that you? So I get it. I get it. And so I directed her to where she might find her people. But I'd like to compile a list of some of them that people might not know. Age is nothing but a number. I just care about the way that you're quilting, what you're bringing to the game. As you know, I joined a senior citizen center because that's where the people were that were doing what I wanted to do. I don't care. But apparently, and I get it, when you're first starting out, you're trying to find your style, your people, your fabric designers. So I'm going to do a little list of some. And as I was thinking about who I would want to include in the list, it's impossible to get everybody. And I've been left off lists before, and it's, it's hurtful. So I'm going to just stick to a certain number and blame it on that. And then we can go on from there. Because I want the next generation of quiltresses. I don't want this to die out. So We're the next up. My generation is the next up. I'm a millennial. So let's get it. You know, here we are. Teach us, take us under your wings and teach us to do the things so that we can keep this going and add our spin to it. But looking at some of the designers, my goodness, there are some amazing pattern designers, and Apples and Beavers is one of them. The list will be awesome. I think it'll be a fun list. I really want to put my favorites on there, which are like super duper quiltresses like Jane Sassman, but she probably is not a millennial. I love Jane Sassman so much. I love her so much. Oh, I love her so much. It gets on my own nerves. Chill out with us. Type with us. You don't have to talk. You could type and hang out and listen to me talk about millennial quilters. Warm compress. Yeah, but now that that sucker is out of there, you are going to have, oh, go eat all the things. Eat all the things. Eat the things, eat the things. And right now, since you don't have a tooth, I feel like it's okay for you to eat ice cream all day long. Do it. Although that's literally the best part about being an adult. It's literally about it. Is that you can eat ice cream whenever the heck you want to. When you feel it, and that's about it. That's where the fun stops for me. Adulting is a pain in the patootie. But being able to eat ice cream whenever I want, it's a win. It's a win. You know what? This quilt is not a difficult one, but doing all these darn half square triangles, my goodness. Half square triangle central. And this is not even all of them. It's just a little bit of them. I put together that block and was like, this is gonna be fast. Yeah, it's fast when you do one half square triangle. Just one. It's still a fast sew, but just saying. Civil War kit. Whoa. Disappearing 4-patch. You know your girl loves a 4-patch. And a 9-patch. Ooh. Ooh, first retreat, whoop, whoop. Did you watch my retreat video? I tell you what to expect. And if you're like me, I get no sewing done. I could literally not bring a sewing machine to retreat. Literally not bring one and be fine. Maybe a little handwork. Maybe. I need to do a retreat on a cruise ship where I can go do the other things, because the sewing in a retreat, yeah, nap. Nope. What's up, Rhonda? You're going to meet so many new people if these are already not your people. Quilters are fun. Retreats are a good time. Where's your retreat going to be? Where is it? Oh yeah, if you're set up to win. If you cut your stuff, yeah, you are set up to win. It's with your guild. Oh, okay, good. So you know people, right? Or is this like your first time being with the guild? Retreat cruise is on your bucket list. Good bucket list. I looked into it since you guys said you want me to do one. And I now have an understanding of how I would want to do one. But just know the way that I want to do it, there will be some that will be affordable. I'm definitely going to do some affordable retreats. But that big one that I'm shooting for, it's going to be a little pricey. You guys have to remember, I hate this for everybody else, but I'm in Los Angeles, California. Everything costs a bunch of money here. It just does. So if I do anything out of here, it's expensive. Some people are like, we want to come, we want to do the things. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. But when I tell you the price, you're going to freak out. And I don't want any freakouts. But this also isn't the save your stuff, scrappy. This is not that channel. This channel is the Buy More Tula channel. Buy more. Buy the things. Buy all the things channel. That's what I should have named the channel. Buy all the things. Try all the things. The enabler channel. Within reason, because I still want to buy Aurifil thread, which cracks me up. I crack up. Every time I pass by the Aurifil booth, I just shake my head at myself. My girlfriends think I'm psycho because I do not buy Aurifil. I buy all kinds of stuff, but Aurifil is where I draw the line. Thread is expensive. And it's thread. I just can't make it make sense. Michelle, I think I've enabled you to spend more money than anybody else ever. Ever, ever, ever. And I don't feel bad about it. And I bet you don't feel bad about it either. While you're over there sewing on the most amazing sewing machine ever built to date. But if anybody should call me an enabler, it would be you, for sure. For sure, for sure. What you been up to? What are you doing? don't remember the last time I changed this blade. But I guess it'll tell me when I've got to do it, and then I'll deal with it. It's expensive. It is so expensive in comparison to connecting threads, which is what I like. It's so expensive. If you guys ever wanted to know where I draw the line, it's Aurifil. Nah, Becky, don't unsubscribe. Stay with your girl. Stay with your girl. Because I'm betting if you're a quilter, you've got all the things right now anyway. You'll be like, I don't need it. And you will practice restraint. We're already BFFs. It's too late. You can't leave. I do, Paula. I absolutely do right now. You know what? You know what, Michelle? I think I've got a woman that's going to beat you. She's looking into an ANOVA because of me. We've been talking behind the scenes a little bit. And then she will be my greatest claim to fame. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a serious purchase. But she also, if she does it and can swing it, without hurting herself, she won't regret that purchase either. At all. Thank you, Paula. Michelle Wonderfield is my jam. I want to say they sent me their 50 weight and I haven't tested it yet because all my 50 weight needs are connecting threads. And I think I'm going to leave it that way. I like having a relationship with connecting threads. But Wonderfield for all of my specialty thread needs, all of them. All right, Lola. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. You bought a Laura Star? Yeah, I bet that is your favorite freaking tool. The only way. Yeah, the only way I'm getting a Laura Star is if they give it to me. That's it. I won't. I won't do it. But it's after watching the demonstration, killer. Killer. Worth every penny. I'm saying that now. We'll see. Um, we'll see. And the one that I have to have is I have to have the entire setup. I have to have the Tula Pink setup. And I say that because Tula Pink, so that's what she has. She has the big one that's on the stand and everything. You can get the pieces separately, like the iron and the tank. But I want it on that fan board. But I also want them to make a huge board like the one I have. Love my ironing board. It was my best purchase of 2023. Yeah, but the Laura Star is the Cadillac of the iron industry. Laura Star. Man, oh man. If they sent it to me, I know exactly where I put it. Why you got me over here thinking about a Laura Star, Michelle? You will not influence me. I refuse. But the way that you can steam a seam something so quickly and it be done, oh my goodness. Because I'm always needing to use some SF 101 or something to fuse something. And whenever I turn on my heat press, I trip the house. So I try not to do it too often. I like that pre-buying for your retirement. You know it's coming. You're getting ready. Yeah, I don't think anything gets seams as flat either, even with the clapper. I mean, I can get a seam flat with the clapper, but not as fast and as quickly as I can with the Laura Star. I see a lot of enablers on here. We have found our people. This is our community, a community of enablers. Fabric happiness. Oh, the cheerleaders. I love the cheerleaders. What on earth am I doing, you say? I'll tell you. I am breaking them apart because I'm sick of doing it. So if I put it in smaller piles, it feels different for no reason whatsoever. Lola, Road to California is in January. Yeah, take her to a show. That's a good way to get it started. East Coast weather. Yeah, come on out of there. So the way that the quilt looks in the book and what I'm going to do to it looks a little different. If you want to see you want to see what it's going to look like, scroll through that video that I did yesterday. It was live. I showed it on pre-quilt and you'll see exactly what it'll look like. Because if I show you the picture on the book, which I can, it's not going to look like this at all when I finish with it. It's that one. It's getting a little zhuzh. No, I'm not doing the whole thing. I'm just cutting half square triangles today. And tomorrow I will assemble. But this is what the blocks look like. And it's only one block. You just twist and turn that to get the secondary design. And I'm only cutting them for a little bit longer. And then I will move on to some other stuff that has to be done today. Yep, I'm going to do a little zhuzh. I'm zhuzhing it up. It's funny when people come up and talk to me at the shows. They usually say, I like when you give it a little zhuzh. So I'm going to keep zhuzhing them as long as you guys keep liking them. Half square triangles has to be your miniature. You're a quilter. They're in everything, especially 3-yard quilts. You know, if yours look a hot, wonky mess after you've ironed them and pressed them and everything, block lock might be for you. See, that doesn't look a hot, wonky mess. It looks good. You guys are hilarious. Michelle, are you still here? You see I got this owl because I was trying to be like you. I think you bought the owl too. I have 4 now. I have that one. I have the one with, I have the Victorian, the one with the hair. I have the flower from, the flower and then the head from the Queen of Hearts collection. And I want more. I want to be able to cover the room in them. I love the idea of collecting pin cushions. What's up, Annette? Yep. We'll see you later, Lola. Yeah, those little tiny ones. She's got some tiny ones that I'm kind of digging too. You're losing your phone. That's funny. Now let's do this. I can't wait to see the patterns in this new Fabric Cafe book. It's supposed to be super easy. And I've got some ideas for some easy quilts. I've got some ideas. I've got an idea. I've just had 3 ideas and I didn't write it. Okay, we got to write them down because y'all know me. And okay, all better. What's up, Claudette? You're a newbie. Tune in for the half square triangles. Well, I'm not enjoying them right now. I don't hate them. It just takes forever to trim them up. And there are a lot of them in this quilt, but this quilt's going to be so stinking cute that when I finish, it's totally not going to be, I'm going to be like, that was worth it. It was fun. Especially, and I like the zhuzh that I'm doing to this 3-yard quilt. So I zhuzh 3-yard quilts. I give them a little something. I change them a little bit just to make them a little more my style or whatever I'm feeling in that moment that day. And the way that I've chosen to zhuzh this one is I'm using 2 of the same color fabrics in the place of, I'm using 2 of the same. So a 3-yard quilt, you could do 3 yards, usually 3 different colors of fabric, but I chose 2 of the same, which will give this quilt a completely different look. It's going to make it more dynamic. This one is in the Go Bold book. Go Bold. And it's definitely going to be bolder when I finish. That's for sure. It's going to be so much bolder. Especially with this lime green fabric. But it's totally working. It's totally a vibe. And honestly, the more I look at this little guy over here, it makes me want to bind it in this raspberry, this plum color. It just so happens that these match what I'm working with. Matter of fact, I might go grab this teal and then that plum and throw an extra border. Actually, I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to finish this quilt. If I had a long arm, I would do that, but I don't. But we're going to fix that. It's not sure I do have a long arm, but I don't want to quilt. I don't want to have to quilt it. It's pretty mauve. Really? This is lavender and lime green. And that one there is a berry. It's a rich berry. Yeah, Claudette, I'm interested. Who is your favorite fabric designer at the moment? It would be so cool if I could do it. Or if I did a flange on a chunky border that was in that, which I could do, but again, I am not gonna finish this quilt to that stage. So much for that idea. I can't wait till I can really be doing it up like Jordan Fabric, showing you guys finished quilts the way that I really want to finish them up, the way that I really want to finish it. I settle for what I can get from my long armors, which is not really settling. It's just an added expense that I don't need all the time. There are sometimes when it's imperative that I finish a quilt. Like anything that's going to Disneyland to be photographed has to be finished. And our quilter, friend of the channel, Janine, who is Queenie's Quilts, she did an excellent job with the quilting. She came up with a panto for us that really captured the essence of that quilt. And she was a doll about it. But it's an added expense. And you see me traipsing all over the world. I have to make it make sense. And so finishing quilts, 3-yard quilts, isn't always ideal, if that makes sense. So I show you guys finished tops sometimes. Sometimes I show you finished quilts. It just depends. I wanted to show you guys a finished quilt that I want to show you guys that finished heather feather border quilt, but one day I'll show it to you guys finished when I get my own digitized long arm. Because that bad boy could be running while I am squaring up half square triangles, which is like the life. Let me see. Jake, really? It's really, I swear this is green. This is green and this is lavender. Swear. I swear it, I swear it. Ooh, Kate Fassett and Robert Kaufman. I love me some Kate. Oh yeah, that was a good one. I love that you guys are following me around to all these shows, little ones, big ones. It is exciting being able to show you guys the new fabric designers is great. I thought my uncle was in the room next to me sleep. I just heard him like yelling outside. Totally thought he was asleep next door. Now we can party and yell. Just kidding. What am I doing? I think I'm about to call it for today. We've been on for a couple of hours, which was what my goal was for today, and we have met that goal. So I think I am going to wrap it up, and I will see you guys on the next live tomorrow morning. I think the video drops that shows all the Quiltcon couture, all the outfits that I could find after I thought about finding them, which I hate I didn't. Don't worry, next Quiltcon, I'm going to crush it because I know, and I'm going to make a list of things where I feel like I've left us a little vulnerable, some vulnerabilities there, but I'm going to make a list so that next Quiltcon we can hit it. I'll know exactly what we need to get, and I'm going to just approach it a little differently. So I am going to say, see you later. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Either we might still be working on this quilt, or maybe we will be working on a whole new quilt. I don't know. I never know. Make a list and leave it at home. No, I'm going to make a list and then send it to Lindiana, who always has my back. And that way, if I'm gone and I've left it, then somebody's got my back and she can send it to me. No. We are going to put things in place so that we don't have, these moments, because when I get to Quiltcon, I love it, but y'all come and start talking to me and then I get excited. Then we start talking about quilts and then everything else goes out the window. So I make no apologies for being a little absent-minded. All right, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Remember, my shirts are for sale. Please go support the channel. Grab yours. You will not be disappointed. Wear it everywhere. People will love it. People will stop. You will find more of your tribe. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things, and I will catch you guys on the next one. All right, bye-bye.